Hello everyone. Welcome to full moon tapping on, September 29th, full moon in Aries today. I am so happy to be here sharing EFT tapping with you and doing this ritual of just coming into a place and time of honoring all that has transpired during this last lunar cycle and engaging in a ritual of just taking the space, creating the space to really be intentional about what is something that you have been holding, carrying, working on, any emotions or thoughts or habits or anything that you have been maybe carrying around that is time to be let go of. Or is there anything in your life that is coming to completion, or is there anything in your work that is culminating? And it's a celebration for you of being able to shine with the light of the moon to say, hey, this thing that I've been, creating or that's been culminating or climaxing for me has arrived, and now I'm ready for another season. Tonight, I'm going to be leading you through some EFT tapping. And if you've never tried it before, this is a really simple call and response. It's not a song. It's a simple follow along, Simon Says type of process where basically I say something and I'm tapping on a part of my body and you just follow along, say the same thing, adjust the word. If there's something that I'm saying that doesn't relate to you or your situation, just replace those words with your words, your thing, your situation, and that will just, be the way we go through tapping through different segments so that we get to the end result of releasing something, surrendering something, letting go of something in a really peaceful way and an honorative way. Is that even a word? I'm a little bit sick, so I'm going to be drinking some water here. And so when we begin, I want to first invite you to just take a few deep breaths just to settle into this space and time. If you have, maybe this is the first time you've performed some kind of ritual with the full moon. And what does the full moon represent? It represents a time of being able to clear, a time of letting go, a time of the full moon light illuminating something for you, a piece of wisdom, a lesson, a conclusion, or an answer. So when we do tapping with the moon, that is something that we will get to, is honoring whatever answer has come forward. But where we're going to begin is first with our intention of what do we want to let go of. So I want you to just kind of close your eyes and take some deep breaths so you can center your mind on, is there anything that has occurred in the last month? Anything in between, since the last full moon, in your life, in your business, in a relationship, that has served its time or has been hard, and you want to let go of any attachment or emotions to it. Or perhaps what you are intending to release tonight is somewhat of a longer season that you've been in. Maybe you've been in like a season of a few months of feeling a certain way and you're ready to let it go. Or maybe there's been something occurring, some kind of pattern that you're ready to let go of, or some kind of conclusion to something that you were carrying around that is now over. So bring your awareness to that. What is your intention that you're ready to let go of with peace, honor, bless, and release? For me, I am ready to let go of this 2-year battle that I had with the CRA over business taxes I didn't owe it concluded successfully in my favor. And so I am celebrating that conclusion, but also knowing if there's any kind of energetic residue that is still tied to those 2 years of carrying through that battle with this government agency that wanted me to pay so much tax that I didn't owe. Now that it's over, I want to be sure that I recognize and I honor, okay, the time, the energy spent holding all that for 2 years, and now I'm ready to let it go. So it's like a both. It's a celebration, but it's also recognizing, there might still be some residue from that that my body might be hanging on to. So just think about what it is for you. Hi, Catherine. That you're intending to let go with peace today. You're intending to release. And as you think of that thing or that person or event or just a series of thoughts or patterns that you've been in, whatever it is that you do intend to release with peace tonight, I want to draw your attention to the general feeling you have had in holding that thing. And a really beautiful way to understand where is my emotion with that, in what has my energy and my emotion been in holding that. I want you to do a little embodied practice here. And I want you to just put your arms out like this. So a couple of ways that we sometimes hold things, right? We're carrying them. Sometimes, if you put your arms out like this, and you grip your fists, sometimes it's an energy of white knuckling your way through. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure some people out there recognize what I mean. Let's say you're working on something that you really love, but you're actually white knuckling your way through it. You're driving it so hard. Okay, that's one type of energy. Another type of energy, right, that we could discover, what is my energy and my emotion that has gone along with holding this thing that I've been holding on to, is to turn your palms upward. And as you notice the tremoring that starts to occur in your arms, right? It's like you're holding something in your hands and it's taking effort. That is another type of energy that we can be holding things with, right? So we're not white knuckling. That's one type of feeling, like angsty, frustration, fear. This type of holding is just like, I can do this. I can do this. Yes, I can do this. It's that constant reminder of like, yep, I can do this. I can hold this. I'm strong enough. I can do this. So that's often two types of energies that we get into when we're holding something, rather than kind of like the more peaceful, gentle holding. So I know for me, the thing that I'm releasing tonight, I haven't necessarily always been holding it gently. For a lot of the time, it's been like this, like, okay, got this rejection letter. I'm going to move on. I can get through this. This is going to resolve. A few months later, okay, another rejection letter. This is okay. It's going to resolve. My accountant's going to take care of it. It's going to be fine. But still like that element of like, whew, just that efforting of holding yourself together. So that's the first layer that we're going to do some releasing around tonight. So tune into what that emotion is. So for me, I'm sensing frustration. I was holding a lot of frustration during that time. So we're going to start tapping on the side of the hand. And just repeat after me. Even though there are some things I've been carrying, tonight I'm ready to let go of them with peace. Especially because there's been frustration building and I've been carrying. I'm ready to let go of this frustration with peace. even though for months or weeks, or in my case, years, there have been so many touch points. Touch points where frustration was triggered. And I've been carrying that frustration. Tonight, I am ready to honor holding that frustration, how long I've been holding that frustration for. I'm ready to honor it, release, and let it go. Okay, so then we're going to go to the top of the head. And if your emotion that you've been holding, it might not be frustration, right? I want you to use your word. What is that emotion that has gone along with what you've been carrying? Use your word for it. I'm going to use frustration. So top of the head, repeat after me. All this frustration I've been carrying. On top of the eyebrows, the frustration that has gone along with holding this thing. Side of the eye. Working on this thing. Under the eye. Efforting my mindset to stay in a positive place. Under the nose. All of this energy and effort that I have used under the mouth to combat this frustration or hold this frustration. On the collarbone, all the energy I've used to not feel the frustration. Under the arms are all the times that I was overwhelmed with frustration. Under the chest, I acknowledge these times now, and I give myself permission to release this frustration now. On the wrists. Even though I've been carrying this feeling alongside what I've been holding. And it's been a while. I am ready to release this emotion and let it go today. Top of the head. I am choosing to release my frustration with peace. On the eyebrow. This frustration is ready to go. Side of the eye. I'm ready to release this frustration now. Under the eye. I've held it long enough, and it's ready to go now. Under the nose, I honor all the effort it took me to hold this emotion, to live with this feeling. The collarbone, and I'm ready now to release and let it go. Okay, stop tapping and take a nice breath in. And just feel that emotion go and that space open up. If you like, you can type in the chat if you notice a shift, like a lightening, a release, space opening up. I notice a big shift right away. So that is releasing that emotion that was attached to it, right? And now we get to move into sourcing and understanding and honoring. What was the lesson? So now that we've released the emotion, I want you to think about this thing that you've been holding, right? Or working on, and I want you to think about, in the context, even if it was really hard or if it was really good, somewhere in between, what at this time has been either answered for you, some kind of question. Maybe you got a hard answer to an important question during this time, but it's all for your good, right? It's all in service to your good, doing your greatest good in the world. Sometimes we get hard answers to hard questions, right? And we have to integrate that. Or what kind of conclusion has been drawn? What lesson have you learned from holding or doing whatever it was that you've been doing? What is the wisdom that you've gained? And let's use this next round of tapping to honor you seeing that, seeing the lesson, drawing the wisdom, because that is where we really start to become powerful alchemists, able to transmute hard things into wisdom that serves us and helps us manifest the person we want to be, the life we want to create. Okay. Tapping on the side of your hand. Even though this thing I've been through, this thing I've been holding, moving forward, and there were times I didn't know what was going to happen or what was going on. I didn't know what the answer would be. Tonight, I recognize and I honor. I have learned something valuable. And especially because I honor I am an evolving and expanding human. And there are no wrong ways I learn lessons. I acknowledge and appreciate, even though it was hard. I am wiser now. I have learned something. And even though during the time I might not have been able to see it, now with the light of the full moon, my ability to reflect, I can see something has been answered for me. I've learned something. I've gained wisdom. It is in my highest good. Okay, top of the head. I acknowledge the lesson on the eyebrows. And I do not shame myself or blame myself or guilt myself for how I learned this lesson. So the eye. This lesson was brought to me. And even though it was hard, now I see with clarity what I was meant to learn. Under the eyes. This wisdom, it is in my body now. Under the nose. This lesson It is in my heart now, under the mouth. This knowledge that I have acquired serves me now. On the collarbone, and I appreciate myself and my strength to learn it. Under the arms, I honor myself for being a student. Under the chest, I honor myself for being a child of the universe, who is always learning and receiving. The wrists, I honor myself for walking with myself to this conclusion, to this answer. Whew, okay, stop tapping and just take a nice deep breath. Feel that self-love and that power of honoring ourselves and the wisdom and learning and expanding that we get to do in all dimensions, through hard times, good times, boring times. Whatever the thing is that you were intending to release tonight, you gathered wisdom from it, and thank you for giving yourself permission to receive that wisdom and that lesson. So now as we move into this final round of tapping to bring that whole aspect of releasing and honoring to completion, we're just going to ask ourselves to release any and all fragments, energies, cords, or ties to that situation, bring them back to ourselves as new clear energy so that we can definitely put this, whatever this thing you've been through. For me, it was 2 years of fighting the government for taxes that I did not owe. It finally concluded. My accountant and I, we won my appeals case. It's all nicely wrapped up, and I'm going to just let that drift off into history. It was a beautiful conclusion, but I don't need to think about it anymore, right? I don't need to reference it in my mind. I don't need to go back to any remembering of anything about it. I can just let it go and be part of the past. So, tapping on the side of the hand. As I step forward into a new season and cycle, I ask to be cleared of all cords, all energy fragments, and bring any energy that is still attached back to the present me now, clean and clear. Especially because I am ready to step into a new cycle, a new season. I give myself permission to release all thoughts, all stories, all beliefs that were tied to this thing that I was carrying. And I let them go tonight with peace. Because I choose to move forward with clear energy and clear focus on what is my next right step for me. I ask for all energetic cords and all fragments of my energy and emotions still lingering at all in the past around what I was holding to return to me now, clean and clear, integrating back into my body, my spirit, with peace. Okay, top of the head. All this clear energy returns to me now. Eyebrows. I am closing the door. I am cutting the cord to anything in the past I don't want to come with me. Side of the eye. All my energy returns to me now, clean and clear, free of the past. The eyes. I give myself permission to receive my energy back, clean and clear, in the present, in my body. Under the nose. I feel this energy return to me now, consolidating now, filling up my body now. I give myself permission to feel clear, to feel released into the future. On the collarbone, released into the future of what I want to create, what I want to feel now. Under the arms. I am released. Under the chest. I receive my energy, consolidate my energy. Clean, clear, peaceful, powerful. On the wrists. I am cleared. I am solid. I am grounded. I am at peace. And I feel my power to move forward. All right, stop tapping. Nice deep breath in. Feel that integration, that solidness of your energy coming back to your core, your body. Yes. Free and clear to step forward, choosing how you want to feel, creating what you want to create, manifesting what it is you want to be true for you from this place of cleared energy. So before I sign off tonight, let me know if this has felt good to you, if you have felt a shift. And by letting me know, that will probably encourage me to do this again. This is the first time I've done a kind of like on my personal Facebook page, full moon tapping. I have done some tapping inside of my private Facebook group, the Sensitive and Prospering group. But this is new, going live on my personal page. And so I thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I hope that you are walking away feeling peaceful, feeling cleared, feeling released, and filling up with whatever it is you do choose to feel: joy, calm, peace, power, whatever it is for you. Yay! Oh, you're welcome, Miguel. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you for joining. So glad you enjoyed it. Beautiful, my friends. Go enjoy the rest of your evening on this beautiful full moon, and we'll see you again soon. Ah, so wonderful, Michelle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.